Welcome to Biology 1401. My name is Dr. Laura Anna C., and I'm going to be your professor this semester. I am so excited you're going to be taking this class with me. Biology is a fascinating subject. It's a lot of fun to teach, and it's a lot of fun to learn. It shows us the care and detail that God has put into His creation, and it shows us His glory. You will be amazed at what you learn this semester. Biology is constantly changing. We're discovering new things every year, so it's a very interesting subject. I kind of consider it to be a sampler course of the sciences because we're going to touch on a lot of different disciplines, including microbiology, physiology, a little bit of chemistry, cell biology, genetics, ecology, just to kind of name a few of them. If you see any particular area that is very interesting to you and you would like to talk about possibly career opportunities in that area or that field, I'm happy to discuss that with you. Just let me know. Also, the general knowledge you learn about enzymes in the cell will help you as you understand how medications work in your body. The information you learn about organ systems, about how the different organs in your body function, will help you as you have conversations with your doctor or with your veterinarian as they are discussing diseases with you. It's a lot easier to understand how a disease works and how you treat it if you know what's supposed to happen in that organ normally before the disease has occurred. So I think that will be very interesting to you, that section. Learning biology is important in another more abstract way as well, which is that anytime you are learning and you are having to learn difficult material, that is actually training your brain to think better. So this class will actually make you more intelligent by the end of the semester because it's like exercising your brain. It will help you in other areas as well, your memory skills, your critical thinking skills, all of that. So now there are some important things that you need to know, in particular because this is an online class. So everything can be done online. The lecture material is all going to be online. The labs are online. So you do need both the textbook and the lab manual to do this course. The textbook is in particular because you're going to be reading through that as you study each chapter. And the lab manual has an access code that lets you log in, register and log in to a website where you complete your labs online. So you will need to get a new lab manual, and that's found at the DBU bookstore. If you need the ISBN for either the textbook or the lab manual, that's going to be found in the syllabus on this page. So you do need both of those for this class. Now, the single most important thing I can tell you as we talk about the syllabus is that you need to read your syllabus. I put a lot of information in there that's very important for this semester, so please read it and then read it again if you need to. If you email me or call me and ask me a question that I've already answered in the syllabus, I'm going to tell you to go back and read the syllabus. So please look through there. I put a lot of time into making the syllabus so that it would be helpful to you this semester. You might want to even just download a copy and print it off so you can keep it with your textbook. It's got the course outline, the schedule for the semester is in the syllabus, so that's useful to have on hand. So let's talk about some other things that are important to know about this semester. Whenever you are looking at the Blackboard website, look over on the left-hand side of the page. Those buttons there, the blue background with the white buttons, those are your navigation buttons. They're going to get you through the different parts of this course. So they're pretty self-explanatory, but if you want any further explanation about what each of those buttons do, there is, at the bottom of this page, this introductory page, there is a table that talks about what each of those buttons does. The ones that are going to be the most interest to you, relevant to you, are going to be the Course Materials button. The Course Materials button leads you to a page where there are going to be folders that are organized according to week. And it's the whole semester, all the materials you need for the whole semester in that folder, and they're divided into those weekly sections. So you'll click on the week that you need to go to, and in that weekly folder, you will find at the beginning a page called, or a section called Steps to Success. And that Steps to Success is going to have a little introduction to what we're covering that week, as well as a step-by-step what you need to complete that week. It helps to be organized in any sort of online class because you're having to keep up with everything on your own. I would strongly recommend that you actually sit down and plan out a study schedule for the online class. I've actually got a sample study schedule or a suggested study schedule on this same page with the introductory video, just further down when it talks about how to succeed in this class. You might want to read through that and look at that study schedule. But the steps to success in the weekly folder will go through what you need to do. It's going to be in order, and then the rest of the page should follow that order. So it should be very simple to start at the beginning and work your way down. After the steps to success, there will be a devotion, a weekly devotional. Then there'll be kind of a instructor insight area where I may do a little introduction to the chapters we're going to be covering. I might have videos or something along those lines to help you with that material before you get into it. Then there will be the chapters you're supposed to cover. It'll tell you what chapters you need to read. And I typically will have a study guide that you can print off and then kind of fill in as you work through the chapters to help you as you're working through and studying the chapters. After you've done the reading and the study guide, then you'll need to probably do the lab next. You'll go to the website and complete the lab. You'll want to have your lab manual handy because you're going to be filling that in as you do the lab. There's also going to be a lab handout that you will need to complete and email to me. The lab handout you can download, and it's going to be in the lab section of each week, and you can fill in the blanks and then email it to me via the class email account through Blackboard. It's very important that you do that before you take the lab quiz, which is kind of the next step each week, because if you don't do that, I'm not going to grade the quiz unless I already have your assignment, because you need to do that in order. There will also be PowerPoint lectures that you can review to help you with the material that you're covering each week. The PowerPoint lectures are meant to supplement and help you. They should not be the only thing you study. You definitely need to read the textbook. Test questions could come from the textbook and they may not be in the PowerPoint. So make sure that you're studying the textbook primarily and using these kind of standardized PowerPoints as a supplement to that. The next thing on there will probably be a discussion board. Each week we'll have a discussion topic that you're going to read about and maybe research a little bit and then comment on in the discussion board. It is important that you do that because part of your grade is class participation, and the way we measure that is your conversations with the discussion board. Also, attendance is measured each week by checking in to see how many times you log into the class and whether you're doing the discussions and whether you're doing the labs and those sorts of things. So if you don't do those any given week, then that could adversely affect your attendance grade. And remember, DBU has a policy where if you miss a certain number of days, you can fail the class. So it's important that you're keeping up with everything on a weekly basis. Now, talking about keeping up with everything on a weekly basis, I do not accept late work, okay? So I don't want you, the reason I don't accept late work is because I don't want you waiting till the end of the semester and then frantically trying to get everything done in time for the final exam. That's not going to happen, okay? So you've got to keep up on a weekly basis with what your assignments are. Now, I know that things come up. You may be really busy one week, you may be traveling out of town, something like that. So what I've done is I've got the course open where you can work up to a week ahead. So if you know that you're going to have a bad week, then just go ahead and get some of that stuff done early the week ahead, and then you won't have to worry about it being late because I'm not going to accept any late work. Most everything, like I said, will be open for a 2-week time period. The one exception to that will be exams. Your exams you will take online on the computer since it's an online class, and those exams will only be open for a very specific window. And typically that's about a 72-hour time window. I'm usually going to have that starting kind of Wednesday at midnight and going till Saturday at midnight. So you'll have a couple days in there to take the exam, but you can't do that early. So make sure if you're planning out a trip or something, it doesn't fall on the exam days or the exam weekends, or you'll need to take the exam while you're on your trip, which wouldn't be very fun. So just look through the schedule and kind of see when those exams are going to fall so you know that you've got to get that done that time. As far as deadlines go, everything's due midnight Saturday, the week that it's assigned. So that's consistent for the exams, for everything. It's all going to be due by midnight on Saturday. I will try to be really quick to respond as far as if you send me an email or if you text me or whatever. Usually within 24 to 48 hours I'll get back to you. However, I will not answer my phone or return messages or check my email after about 10 o'clock at night. So if don't wait till like 11:30 to take your exam or 11:30 to try to turn something in, and then it doesn't work and you're going to be in a panic. So make sure you got everything kind of turned in a little bit early, even though that deadline is midnight on Saturday. Okay, so those are kind of the important orders of business. A lot of other stuff is mentioned in the syllabus as far as how your grade is calculated, but it's going to be a combination of class participation, the quizzes, the lab assignments, the exams, the discussion boards, all of that kind of goes into your grade, and it's detailed in your syllabus. We do have a final exam in this class. That's a comprehensive final exam, so it covers everything that we've done. About half of it will be old material that you've already been tested over, and about half of it will be new material that you haven't been tested over. But we will have a final exam kind of at the end of the semester. So hopefully that will help you as you get ready for the class. Once again, please read the syllabus. Please look through the class Blackboard website to kind of get used to what you're going to be seeing. If you have any questions, email me through the class Blackboard email. That's probably the best way to reach me. Oh, one more thing. I will have online office hours on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. through Skype. So my username for my Skype account is on the syllabus. If you don't already have a Skype account, you can set it up for free. It's a free thing to do. And that lets you do instant messaging. You can do audio like phone calls through the internet. You can even do video chats if you've got a webcam. So I'll be available every Tuesday from 9 to 11 to have any of those things. If you want to text me, if you want to do an instant message, whatever you need to do to get a hold of me, I'll be available then. With the one exception of the first Tuesday, which is tomorrow, this first Tuesday of the week, I've actually got jury duty, so I won't be available then. But any subsequent Tuesday, unless something else comes up, I should be available for the office hours. Speaking of things coming up, I'll try to be good about posting announcements. If something has changed, or just as a reminder, if there's anything that you need to know, whenever you log into the course page, always look at the announcements first. That will give you any updated information that you need to know. Okay, so that's about it. I hope that you enjoy the semester. I'll be praying for you this semester. I'm really looking forward to us spending some time together and learning about biology. So feel free to contact me. I'm here to help you in any way I can. So like I said, just contact me if you need anything. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the semester, and I hope it goes well for you. Thank you.